Welcome back to Marwell Manor Farm for episode 21 with me, MrSealyp. I am returning with the trailer. All of Cody's stuff has gone and I've rectified the situation with the bales, so we've now got 35, that's right, isn't it? 24, yeah, 24, 10, 11, yeah, 35. Right, so 35 bales there. They're going to be going up to Cunningham Farms in Missouri. And what I've also started to do, I bought over the new round baler wrapper with Massey Ferguson. That has been attached. How did that end up there? That's weird. Oh, it's obviously just roll. I've got to have to be careful of that. I've attached that on the back of the Chrome Big M, and we are now, I am doing silage bales on this field. So I'm going to get as many silage bales as I can towards my silage bale contract. I'll go into more details on that later on, but what I also need to make sure I do is get this done before the next growth stage on here, because I want to get another fertilising state on it. So it's all go. So that's kind of the next step. On with this. That's done. I'm just going through in my head mentally. Still waiting on the cotton. Yeah, all good. Actually, I'm going the wrong way. What I need to be doing now is heading towards the Chrome Big M. There we go. So if you didn't watch me do this on Felsburn, I think I did it on. This attaches on the back of the Chrome Big M. Now I know there's no PTO. That was an issue for some people. They weren't happy about that, but it does work. We'll kind of just, yeah, we'll gloss over that bit. Turn that on and switch to that. That's weird. There we go. Drop that down. Actually got my off the back. And away we go. I'm not sure where some of these bales are going to end up. We'll get as many as we can. It's now nearly 3:20 in the afternoon, and as usual, I've been busy. Not only have we been busy on here, but they've been busy over on Mercury Farms on our behalf. I did a couple of contracts, login contracts, over on Mercury Farms. I know I said I wasn't going to do subscriber contracts over there, but I have. One was for Mr. Nicholas and one was for Stanley LLC. One was for baseball bats and one was the log cabin contract that I had for here. They very kindly took it on a Mercury because they're doing logging over there, so it kind of made more sense. They are taking a cut of the money and we should be getting some money coming to us. I think it works out about 50 grand for the two contracts, so that's going to be heading our way at some point. Now, over on field 19, we got all the hay bales off. They all went. They've gone their various different ways. I think there's the 4 that need to go over to Barris's stables. They're still sitting over by the farm. But field 21 and field 18, our cotton fields, are ready to harvest. So I'm going to lease the cotton harvester. Now that's going to cost me money, as it has done in previous Let's Plays. But the money we make back from cotton will more than cover the cost of leasing the harvester. We don't normally do cotton in the UK. This is English cotton. On the south coast they have been doing cotton in polytunnels and it does work, so we thought here on Marwell we'd have a go at doing it outdoors, and it has worked. So this kind of cotton harvester is very unusual to see. Probably I would think You don't see them in the UK at all. I know I've never seen a cotton harvester. So anyway, cotton harvester it is. We need the... I'm trying to think. Store menu is that one. And this is going to be interesting. Well, I'm also going to lease. There we go. Cotton technology. I really do hope they bring out the John Deere one. There's a John Deere cotton baler that does round cotton bales. Massive, great big things. That'd be really cool. Not cheap, but needs to be done. The other thing we're going to do, which we haven't used yet, on field 19, having done all the hay bales, I hooked up the baler wrapper, as you've already seen, on the back of the Chrome Big M, and we've now got, for a contract for Ben, I mentioned it before, he does say that Marwell Zoo have got a Chrome Big M, and they kind of share it, and if I can deliver 200 silage bales to the BGA for them, they'll let me use it. Well, I've already got the one from Cadet Landscaping, which is what I used in the last episode. So I've got to do 200 silage bales. I've done 103 we managed to get off of field 19, so I've got to collect them. So what I need is bale collecting paraphernalia, which is there, and I'm going to use one of the Anderson ones. Now, these round bale ones, that hold 24, that holds 24. Why did I have in my head that one held 32? Oh, I'm thinking of that. 36. Oh, see, I could just do that. That'd be a lot quicker and easier, but it also wouldn't look as cool. So let's lease. That does 24. That does 24. One does 24 with more style. Let's go with that. Lease 3,000. Yeah, why not? We need to get them off the field. They are going to be going off to the BGA, and then when they're sold, we'll get the money from those as well. So that's the contract for Ben. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get the cotton harvester running, and when the cotton harvester is ready to go with a worker, I'm then going to go and collect the silage bales. So that's kind of today's plan. Yeah, that's what we're aiming to do. So let's grab the cotton harvester first then. I hope, because this is quite big. I don't know if we're going to be able to get it where we need to go. Just thinking the width of that, I don't think I'll even get it down the road, will I? If I do field 18 first, then I'll worry about field 21 later. If I can get it down the lanes, that's going to be a bit of a problem. Didn't think that through, unless I get the police to close the road off maybe. What we have also got coming soon, we've got Sengstock's manure here. We are going to have Sengstock slurry as well, so we will have Sengstock's organics. I want to do some slurrying of fields because that would be really cool. Will this go across the bridge as well? I don't know. It's all ifs, buts and maybes. And that's the thing, you use something like this on Ravenport, which was big and open and, you know, you had plenty of room to move it around. All of a sudden, oh, I've got that open. All of a sudden you think, oh, actually, so the map, the style of the map really does govern what equipment you can use a lot of the times. Yeah, what we might have to do is get the old bill to cone the roads off, or cone the main road off, and then we can take it back through here out onto the main road, unless we can get it down the track past Marwell Manor Farm, past Marwell Manor. The cotton here on field 15 is still growing. Oh, that's a point. I need to fertilise that, and I need to fertilise field 19 before it goes into its next growth stage, don't I? Oh man, there's so much to do. So let's open this up. I need to get as much of this done before it gets dark. That's why I wanted to start now. Turn it on. Now this was, you know, ploughed, lined, fertilised, everything done to it. The yield should be pretty good. The two contracts we got, one for Otis and one for, it was LNS, I'm trying to think now. LNC. L&C farms. They want 160,000 litres, so they're going to need 8 bales. And Otis wanted 6, I think it was. Otis has a t-shirt factory, and the spinnery is taking too long to provide them. They need 6 bales. So I'll do what I usually do. I'll try and get... See, what I might do is just set a worker off, and then what it can't do, I'll just come back and do later. That might make more sense, mightn't it? I'm just thinking... potentially... English cotton, people. English cotton. Go with it. Go with it, it's fine. I'll swing round to about, trying to think where I can get along with it. Maybe about there. Let's hire a worker from there and see what it does. Yeah, I probably could have come a little bit further. I'm just looking ahead, seeing where the bit of where the trees jut out a little bit. I probably could have come a bit further over. So when it gets to the other end, I don't know what it's going to do about turning around. But then, like I say, anything left over, I can clear up myself. So yeah, we're getting this cotton done. This should be a nice little earner. I'm thinking as well. Whether or not we could invest in a new harvester, maybe. I said about getting some more land, which would be able to increase our capacity for doing contracts, but I don't know whether a new harvester might be a better idea. I mean, that said, the bigger we go, the harder they are to manoeuvre around the tight lanes, so could do. Don't know, never think. I like the one we got, it does the job. I must admit, doing this for a living, you must get through quite a few audio books. I was just thinking what you would do in the cab while this was all going on. I know there'd be a certain amount of concentration on what you're supposed to be doing, but I must admit, listening to music or, you know, whatever, audio books would seem to be the obvious, you know, solution to the boredom. Mind you, I don't know, I suppose if when it becomes a job... Oh, right. Let's see what the worker does. Yeah, when it becomes a job, I suppose, you know, doing it all day, every day. For me, for anyone that plays the game that's a farming fanatic, enthusiast, let's say that, farming enthusiast, just getting near with these machines, driving a tractor, doing would be phenomenal. You'd be so excited, but then I guess if you were doing it all the time, the shine would probably go a little bit, wouldn't it? Right, well, that is running. So what I think I'll do when I get down to the bottom end, I'll hop out off the jump seat, because obviously that's where I'm sitting, and we'll go and get those silage bales off of field 19. Or do I fertilise first? I think I might need to fertilise field 15 first, and then we'll get the silage bales off. I'll try and multitask in this one and get a few jobs done in one go. That's probably the best bet. So what is the price of cotton at the moment? I hope it's pretty good. Oh no, it's tanking. What a of course it is. Oh man alive. Okay. We could probably do with that price coming up a bit, couldn't we? Whoa. Okay, well, I can always get it off the field and store it, and then we'll get it shipped off to these guys. That's probably the best bet, I think. Where's the way? Right then, cotton harvest is going great guns. The money's gone down then up. I had to fill up the fertiliser spreader because we didn't have anything in it. So that cost me about 12 grand, I think it was. And then we got the 50,000 for payment for the 2 logging contracts from Mercury. So, well, good. This is now going to go over to field 19. And we're going to start taking the bales off the field. 24 at a time, rather than 8 at a time with the Ursus T127, which is absolutely fantastic. Like I say, I could use the Edurante auto load trailer, which will do 36, which will be a lot quicker. But this looks cool and I haven't used it yet, so I decided I wanted to. So this field has been spread, as you've already seen. Field 19 has been spread, which wasn't easy considering, well, you'll see when we get over there. That's going great guns, although I'm going to get clobbered at some point soon for the next hour's leasing fee, but that's to be expected. Now what we have also done, I said about doing a bit of work around that entrance way. So we've stuck a bit of gravel down and we've done a bit of fiddling about and we've got a kind of entrance. Kind of. It's not too bad. And as you can see, we've got a few bales to clear. So let's give this a bit of a workout, shall we? He says. Why is that opening? That's weird. Oh, there we go. I'll collect that one on the way back. Let's go. This one's so cool. Take it this is where these have all just rolled. They've ended up here. Come on, there we go. This is going to take a little bit of time. It's going to be 4 full loads and a little bit, isn't it? 103 bales, 24 at a time, yeah. Who knew farming involved so much maths? Tell you what though, if you want to get your kids a bit more interested in maths, get them to do stuff with farming, working out litres of things and prices and bale counts, all of it. Actually works really well. Now there's absolutely no way in this episode I'm going to get that cotton all done. So what I'm aiming to do, fields of fertiliser that I wanted to get done, the cotton started. It's only, what, 25 past 4. You can already tell the light's starting to go. So realistically the cotton harvest isn't going to finish until tomorrow. Even if I carry on through the night, we're not going to have the bales ready till tomorrow, there's no way. What we'll do, swing around this way. That is absolutely mint, isn't it? Look at that. I'm looking forward to unloading them at the other end. I know when I did the Anderson DLC, kind of look at the DLC, I only had a few bales on the back of it, not a full load. Wow. Now had I been doing the silage bales myself, I probably would have used the baler wrapper that does this big sausage, you know. But obviously these are for someone else, and if you put them in the sausage then you've got to unwrap them to then transport them, and that doesn't quite work, does it? So, off to the biogas plant. We'll drop these off, come back, and we'll do this 4 times. And that'll be half of Ben's contract done, or just over half of Ben's contract. He wants 200 silage bales. So the other 100, whoa, that dog is insane. Did that go across the back underneath? It did. Whew. Next stations. Look at that now, I'm actually glad I did field 15 with cotton as well. Mind you, 21's not a bad size. How many do we need together? It's 14, don't we? So I think what we'll do, get the old beacons on in preparation to get on the road. And when I used the hazard lights in the last episode on here, for doing the hedge trimming out on the main road. I've had loads of comments, people asking me. It's because I'm using the side panel. If you're using just a controller, there's no way of doing hazard lights. You can do beacons and you can do indicators, but you can't do hazards. Because I've got the side panel plugged into my PS4, the Saytech Logitech side panel. If I press 14 on there, it says there's no lights on that. There's no lights on the trailer. I didn't realise that. It's normal lights but no indicators. How strange. Oh, okay, we won't see them anyway. Yeah, so I've got hazard lights on the tractor because I've got the side panel plugged in. No trickery, it's on the PlayStation, just plugged in with the USB and it works. I'm playing at the moment, controller, side panel. If you've watched all of my Let's Plays, and I know I've said that a few times now, but obviously I've got people that are watching for the first time and they're a bit confused, to say the least, of how I'm doing it. Do not want to tangle the cement mixer. That would be bad. Oh, I've got to come along with loading ladder and collect this up, haven't I? Yes. I'm going to get this to unload at least once. Blooming traffic, come on. Right, biogas plant. Okay. This is very exciting, isn't it? So what is it? So I need to press near 9, is it to unload? Sure it is. Oh, get ready. Is it 9 again, or is that abort unloading? No, it's 9 again, isn't it? There we go. That is wicked. Oh, no, don't start playing up. Drive forward a bit, drive forward a bit. I should have driven forward. No, no. It's not supposed to do that. Right, I should have crept forward while it was doing that, I think. Well, that's what you call a disaster. Well, they're delivered. I mean, at the end of the day, that's the first few. Right, next load I've got to try and do without it doing that. That's the plan. I will see you in a little while when I've got at least one more load on, and I'll try and unload it properly. Okay, let's try this again, shall we? Let's see if we can keep the bales stacked how they're supposed to be. I need to edge forward as I'm unloading. That's the plan. Ever so slightly. Right, so okay. So I need to edge forward. That's better. That's better. And that's how it's done. Oh, it looks much better like that, doesn't it? Than whatever that is. I suppose what I could do now is, if I was really OCD, use it again, pick all these back up and unload it again. So what I'm going to do now, this is a test for myself, I'm not going to do that. What's the betting when I see you again I'll have done it? Right, let's get the last 2 loads. Probably.
Oh, just the one I
Or
got
wash it.
raisins in.
Wash it in hot water, just put it in the sink, or that can be chucked in, definitely.
Yeah.
Well, that's the last of them off the field. My calculations must have been off a little bit. 4 at 24 gives me 96. 4 more will give me 100. So there's 101 here. To be fair, there is one hay bale on the field because when it went through the baler, there was some left in it. So I don't know. Or I picked up hay first. I did something wrong. We're going really well over here. Not far off finished on field 18. I say far off finished. There's a big chunk over on that far side. And we're up to 6 bales already, I think. So yeah, we're going to be 7, maybe 8 off this one. Then field 21, I reckon we'll get 6 off that. This one, if we're lucky, we'll get 3, maybe. I don't know, we'll see how we get on. I'm going to see you at the BJ in a moment. Okay then. I didn't tidy up that stack. I bet you thought I would. That's not so I won't off screen. I'm so tempted to tidy. But you know what? You live and learn. So forward a bit. This is going to take a little while, I think, only because the bit that pushes them off has got to come all the way down, isn't it? I don't know, we'll see what happens. Yeah. And then we'll get some, I will edge forward. There we go. Right. Let's close that back up. And that's it. So we've got 101 there, which is literally just over half of what Ben asked for. So there you go, Ben. That's your first 100. They're going to be shipped off to you whenever you want to collect them. That's entirely up to you. They will go, and we'll get paid for those. And there'll be another 100 to go. The cotton is going to continue on field 18. It's now 25 to 6. The light will start to go, and it will get even harder. So what I'm going to do is carry on with the cotton on field 18. Then I'll move to field 21. What I might do, if it's still light enough, I might record a little bit to put on the start of the next episode of getting there, because I don't know which route I'm going to be able to take. So depending on whether I go the main roadway or whether I go the other way, we'll see. I'm sure it'll work itself out. It'll be fine. But we have come to the end of this episode. English cotton is being produced. Silage bales, quite a few, and we got to use the new Anderson, which is really cool. RBM Pro 2000. Very cool bit of kit. I like that. Does anyone remember there was a series? You probably don't if you don't live in the UK. My son used to watch it. It was called NG Benji, and there was it a car? And it had like this big crane arm, but it had a hand on the end of it, and it helped him do jobs and stuff. That's what that reminded me of when it was picking up the bales. I don't know why, but anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this episode. If you have, give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. If you want to share this video, then please be my guest, whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.